Pulitzer Prize-winning photograph of 9-year-old Phan Thi Kim Pho fleeing her village after a napalm attack during the Vietnam War, taken by photographer Nicut. A photograph of a young girl running naked, crying and screaming after a napalm attack, showing the devastating impact of war on innocent children. The VJ Day in Times Square by Alfred Eisenstaedt. A photograph of a sailor kissing a nurse in Times Square, celebrating the end of World War II. Saigon execution by Eddie Adams. A photograph of a South Vietnamese general executing a Viet Cong prisoner during the Vietnam War, highlighting the brutality and inhumanity of war. The Kiss by Alfred Eisenstaedt. A photograph of a sailor kissing a nurse in Times Square at the end of World War II, representing the joy and relief of victory and peace. Napalm Girl by Nicut. A photograph of a young Vietnamese girl fleeing a napalm attack during the Vietnam War, symbolizing the devastating impact of war on innocent civilians. The Falling Man by Richard Drew. A photograph of a man falling from the North Tower of the World Trade Center during the 9/11 attacks, representing the horror and tragedy of the event. Migrant Mother by Dorothea Lange. A photograph of a destitute mother and her children during the Great Depression, highlighting the struggles of poverty and hardship. Earthrise by William Manders. A photograph of the Earth, taken from the Moon during the Apollo 8 mission, representing the fragility and beauty of our planet. Tank Man by Jeff Widener. A photograph of an unidentified man standing in front of a tank during the Tiananmen Square protests in 1989, symbolizing peaceful resistance. The Afghan Girl by Steve McCurry. A photograph of a young Afghan refugee girl that became an iconic image and symbol of conflict and suffering.